A nightmare that began 2 years ago when a Buffalo homeowner had an oil tank removed from her backyard by the state, and now the state is demanding a huge payment. News 4 senior correspondent Rich Newberg is live with a story you'll see only on 4. Rich?
Well, I'm on Myrtle near Swan, where the homeowner here behind me got a shocking letter from the state attorney general's office. Now, keep in mind, she's a single mother of 3 children.
I just think I'm in a terrible predicament right now.
Deborah Clark had the misfortune 2 years ago of learning that a tank filled with 2,000 gallons of oil had been buried in her backyard, possibly as long ago as the 1800s. She had noticed an oily substance in a basement drain.
When I would go down in the basement, you would smell this odor. It smelled like kerosene or some type of petroleum.
The State Department of Environmental Conservation worked with Empire Geoservices of Buffalo, which dug up and removed the tank and oil. The regional DEC engineer at the time, Daniel David, said the land had once been the property of the city, but that there was still a chance Mrs. Clark would be held liable by the state for removal costs.
Under the state navigation law, potentially responsible parties include owners of the property and former owners of the property.
And now, almost 2 years later, the state attorney general's office has written Deborah Clark determining that she is liable, demanding full payment of more than $73,000 and threatening to assess interest of more than $56,000 and penalties up to $25,000 per day if she does not make full payment.
Thinking that there's no way that I can come up with that kind of money in less than 30 days. Well, not even in 5 years, I couldn't come up with that type of money.
There's something called an innocent landowner defense. And if you've done your due diligence properly before you purchased property, and there was no reason to believe that the property was contaminated, you become an innocent landowner and are not responsible for the cleanup.
The city should be the person I think should pay for it because they did own the land, and you know, the land should have been inspected before someone built on here.
Well, the city, I'm told, is looking into its potential involvement here. The Attorney General's office tells me it will work with the affected parties to reach a resolution. We'll let you know how it all works out. Reporting live, Rich Newberg, News 4 at 5:30.